table until you finish all of your vegetables. You probably just had a scarring flashback to your childhood. But what if I told you there was a better way? Pressuring kids to eat won't work, and any parent in the audience can attest to that. Studies show that by simply exposing young children to a variety of vegetables, we can decrease their fear of eating them. I do this with Preschoolers and Head Start, a federally funded preschool program for low-income children and their families right here in eastern North Carolina. But instead of just giving the preschoolers more vegetables to eat, a tactic that doesn't usually work, I use hands-on learning through a nutrition curriculum called Preschool Edible Activities with Science, PEAS. Essentially, I want kids to play with their food because preschoolers learn best through play and direct exposure. Mealtimes can be stressful, as we all know, especially when vegetables are involved. So why not expose them through a science experiment, such as why does water turn green after steaming broccoli? Math, such as how can we learn about volume by measuring out dressing for our salad? Or through art expression using the fan favorite Crayola and construction paper. Suddenly that vegetable, that broccoli, isn't the thing that they're being forced to eat, but it's a new science discovery. It's a silly character in a book they just read, and it's the subject of their new art masterpiece. And little by little, without coercion or disguising the vegetable in some strange Pinterest concoction, they begin to try it. They begin to like it, and they just might ask for seconds. And even if you have a child who doesn't want to try it, studies show that these exposures are valuable because it leads to them becoming more familiar with the vegetable, and in the long run leads to increase of not just that vegetable, but consumption of vegetables across the board. But why should you care if a bunch of preschoolers in Head Start begin to eat more vegetables? Well, only 20%. 20%, that's 1 in 5 children preschool aged in the U.S. consume the daily recommended amount of vegetables. And that number for low-income children, which is the population that Head Start serves, is even lower. But these preschoolers, they aren't just in Head Start. These are your kids, your nieces, your nephews, your grandkids even. And they're the next generation to mark the health of this country. And studies show that the health habits that they acquire right now, even as young as preschool, will carry them throughout the rest of their life. And so that's why I'm so passionate about broccoli, because it's not just a piece of broccoli. Imagine that preschooler turns adolescent, and that adolescent turns adult. And the experiences that they have right now will make the difference between them being or not being obese, having or not having type 2 diabetes or hypertension. And so in the end, my research is super simple. Help kids stand up for broccoli. Thank you.